Welcome to your daily solo 401k webinar and Q&A session with my solo 401k financial, where we help you to stop overpaying taxes and start building real retirement wealth. Today's topic, can I administer my own solo 401k? You might be wondering, do I really need a third-party administrator? Or can I handle everything myself and keep full control of my retirement plan? So yes, you can administer your own solo 401k. In this webinar, we're going to break down what self-administration actually means. So this is your chance to get answers. Use the chat to ask questions on today's topic or anything else. Chat them over now so that we can be sure to get to them all. Let's get started. So if you're self-employed, the solo 401k gives you unmatched control and tax benefits over other types of retirement accounts like self-directed IRAs, for example. So in exploring today whether you can administer your own solo 401k plan or not, as I already stated, yes, you can. But it's important to understand that you're still going to need a solo 401k plan document provider. So my solo 401k financial is a solo 401k plan document provider. So you cannot be your own solo 401k plan document provider. You need to use a provider such as my solo 401k financial. That's why when you open a solo 401k plan with my solo 401k financial or any other provider for that matter, they have to provide you with a copy of their IRS determination letter that has their name on the letter. So clients of my solo 401k financial, when we draft the plan document, we provide you with an IRS determination letter that has the name of my solo 401k financial as the plan document provider. So as long as you fall under the my solo 401k plan, then you can continue to utilize my solo 401k financial as the plan document provider, and you can administer your own solo 401k plan. So there's a lot of confusion out there where individuals um, think that a solo 401k administrator is the same thing as a solo 401k plan document provider. They are two different pieces. So again, the solo 401k plan document provider is the one who provides a plan that's been approved by the IRS, and it comes with the IRS letter known as an IRS determination letter that has the name of the solo 401k provider listed on the letter. So that's how the IRS knows who the solo 401k plan document provider. And the IRS is also going to keep track of that because on the Form 5500 Easy, there's an area where you list the name of the solo 401k plan document provider and their plan IRS letter information. And that Form 5500 Easy is going to be provided to the IRS when the market value of your plan is greater than 250,000 or when you close the plan regardless of value. So if you don't have an IRS approved plan provider, that means that your plan is going to be disqualified and subject to taxes and penalties because again, all plans are required to have a solo 401k plan document provider. So while you can serve as your own administrator, you cannot serve as your own solo 401k plan document provider. So that's a very important distinction. So what does self-administration means? Well, as the plan administrator, you handle or request your solo 401k plan provider to handle various reporting for the plan. So various reporting includes Form 1099-R reporting, which applies when you take a distribution from the plan or if you process a conversion, whether you convert pre-tax solo 401k funds to the Roth solo 401k, or you process the mega backdoor Roth strategy where you make a voluntary after-tax solo 401k contribution and then convert those funds to the Roth solo 401k or the Roth IRA. Also, there's Form 5500 easy reporting, which I already mentioned. And also, you need to make sure you maintain compliance and accurate records. So the advantage of administering your own solo 401k plan is that you've got full control over the investments, including being able to invest in not only equities, but also alternative investments such as real estate, private equity, crypto, tax liens, precious metals, and so forth. And you can make those types of alternative investments by writing a check. Hence why the word checkbook control comes into play. Most people now make those alternative investments by wire instead of writing a check, but the checkbook is oftentimes used to pay expenses in connection with the solo 401k investments like real estate. Let's say the plan owns a rental property and you need to fix a leaky toilet. Obviously, you cannot perform that function because you're the trustee of the plan. So it's prohibited for you to do that, but you hire a handyman to handle that. You can pay the handyman for repairing that leaky toilet by writing a check from the solo 401k. So that would be an expense that would need to be paid with solo 401k funds. Other advantages is flexibility to make various types of contributions, pre-tax, Roth, and voluntary after-tax contributions as part of the mega backdoor Roth. Those are options that come with the self-administered plan. You're also going to have compliance requirements. Well, here at my solo 401k financial, not only are we the solo 401k plan document provider, but we'll also handle compliance reporting for those who timely request it. So compliance is very critical to make sure that you don't make any mistakes and that your plan does not result in being disqualified. So some items to consider is don't mix your personal funds with solo 401k funds. For example, when you make a contribution to the solo 401k plan, you need to make that contribution based on your earned self-employment income from your self-employed business, not your personal funds. So you have to have the required earned income from self-employment activity in order to make the contribution. Also, another example, when the solo 401k plan's holding account is open, that is the bank or brokerage account, it needs to be opened up in the name of the solo 401k plan. So don't use your personal bank account. You need to have a separate bank account or brokerage account in the name of the solo 401k plan to hold the solo 401k funds. Also, make sure that you file the applicable Form 1099-R for distributions, conversions, as well as the annual Form 5500 easy when applicable. And also make sure that you understand that not all types of funds can be transferred to a solo 401k. For example, you can never transfer a Roth IRA to a solo 401k. That's a Roth IRA regulation. However, you can transfer a traditional IRA, SEP IRA, simple IRA, former employer 401k, 403b, thrift savings plan, 457b, and so forth. So make sure that you understand what funds can be transferred to the plan. Now, if this information is helping you to feel more confident about your future, please take 1 second to like and subscribe. It tells the platform this content is valuable, which helps other solopreneurs like you to find it. Subscribing also guarantees you get notifications of all of our crucial content that we deliver every day to help you secure your retirement. So here's how my solo 401k financial makes it easy for you to self-administer a solo 401k plan. So at my solo 401k, not only are we the solo 401k plan document provider, which I already explained is a requirement, you have to have a solo 401k plan document provider like my solo 401k financial to both open the plan and continue with the plan. So at my solo 401k financial, we'll help you calculate contributions to the plan. Let's say you need to calculate how much you can contribute to the plan as a pre-tax contribution or even as a voluntary after-tax contribution as part of the mega backdoor Roth. Here at my solo 401k financial, we assist our clients on a daily basis to perform calculations. Also, many of our clients like to invest in alternative investments, and many of them have us review those alternative investments for compliance before they make those investments. I see a lot of private equity investments where clients will provide us with a copy of the subscription agreement, the private offer memorandum for us to review to make sure that the plan is titled correctly and that the right boxes are checked so that the investment is made under the solo 401k plan, for example. And also reporting, compliance reporting, as I already touched on, for distributions, conversions, Form 55 are easy. As long as you timely request, those functions will timely provide you with that support as part of the ongoing administration of the plan. We'll also consult on the IRS rules and regulations, whether it's distributions, contributions, investments, planning from if you want to transfer IRAs to the plan, transfer funds out of the plan. We're well versed on the IRS regulations, not only for solo 401k plans, but also for self-directed IRAs. And we'll provide expert guidance regarding transferring IRAs and former employer plans to the solo 401k to make sure it's done properly. So those are all administrative functions that here at my solo 401k financial, we let you choose whether you want to handle those as a trustee of the plan, or if you would like my solo 401k financial to help you with those functions. Okay, so again, it's important to understand that with the solo 401k from my solo 401k financial, we'll provide ongoing compliance support while you serve as the trustee administrator of the plan. And you can request for us to provide those administrative functions for you at no additional cost. That's covered in our annual fee. All right, so it looks like we've come to the end of our presentation today. So that's it for today's solo 401k session. Thank you so much for investing your time with us. Your time is valuable and your retirement future is worth it. If you haven't yet, please like and subscribe so that we can keep building this community. We'll be back again here this afternoon with more crucial content to help you secure your retirement.